Hi, I'm Callie from Soulcraft Sisters, and welcome to the star sign readings for spring 2017. And I just want to say before we get going, this is a general reading, and the intention here is to give you a bit of inspiration, perhaps an added perspective to the things that you are already noticing and feeling and reflecting on. So see this as sort of a touch of inspiration in terms of how you can approach and become aware of the themes that are playing out in your life right now and over the next 3 months or so. And I want to say, of course, this is a general reading, so if you want a personal reading, a private reading, then I've designed something called the Compass, which is like a twin to this star sign reading. But you can read more about that in the commentary box below. And other than that, if you feel like this would be of interest to anybody you know, then feel free to share it with your loved ones. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's flip some cards and let's see what delicious messages are wanting to come through to us at this time. Hi Leos, so let's have a look at the primary energy that seems to be surrounding you for the spring of 2017. And you only get one card. Some of the other signs have more than one, but for you there's just one that wanted to stand out. And so let's have a look at this primary energy or theme, you could say, that you might see play out in different areas of your life for your growth and your highest good, so to speak, because that's what I asked for. So here you get the Marian Maiden, and you can see this woman, this female, in a wedding dress, and she's sort of chained up. And what this card represents, there are some keywords down here. It says a compromising situation, issues with subordination, manipulation, or succumbing to seduction. It could also be a matter of low self-esteem. So for some of you, if this can perhaps be a little bit challenging for you, but what this energy is inviting you to sort of dig into is to see where in which areas of your life do you feel restricted? Do you feel like you are not free to speak your truth, to act your truth? This is super important. This might be something that's long-standing, or it can be a recent situation. It could be at your workspace. It could be in a relationship. If you're in a manipulative relationship with somebody, you want to address that and look at that and see how that makes you feel, and if it's your truth. And if it's not, then the encouragement here is to really address that. So you're being asked to look at where you feel you are being compromised, and also to take responsibility for your part in that. And also I want to say thank you to the people or the situations that are showing you where you are allowing this sense of restriction to happen, because they're here to show you how to break free of it. So and sometimes that comes in a very well disguised manner. I will say that I've experienced this myself. I think we all have at some point in our lives, and this is coming up now for you. So in which areas of your life have you allowed yourself to be put in an inferior situation? Where have you failed to respect yourself and your truth? Maybe out of longing to be loved or respected, or feeling secure. But now you're sensing this misalignment, and it's screaming at you now. It's screaming. It's so loud you can't ignore it. You're wanting to break free of these chains, and your soul knows this. So for some of you, you'll be shown this in some hard, like very concrete situations and episodes, and for others of you, it would probably be an internal thing that you'll be dealing with. It's always internal, but I hope you understand what I mean here. So really look at where have you sold yourself short. If you find yourself in a situation where you feel like, I can't get out of this, this is impossible to get out of. It could also be your money situation, or again, a relationship or a job, career situation, whatever it might be. There is always options. You always have opportunities. Always, always, always. And you know this deep down. Okay, so this is really an exciting, to me, if you want, I hope you look at this as an exciting time to really break free of some things that have been hindering, and from sort of showing up and really taking your place and showing your courage, your confidence, because you're a Leo, right? This is natural habitat for you. So any restrictions regarding these things, especially for you, is gonna feel very confined. So we want to loosen that up, right? So exciting times, I think. So we're gonna look at where you've been pulled off center, again, because of your longing or your need for, love. Usually it's to do with love or security, right? Or recognition in some way or form. So I pulled some cards for you from the Druidcraft Tarot as well, to help you to see what can support you in this, what can you do more of or invite more of into your life, and what can you be aware of to tone down or stop doing, or something like that. And what I got for you was the Ace of Wands, in terms of what can help you and what you and let me say it like this, because it came up reversed, and what that sometimes means is that it might be that this is going to be quite taxing on your energy level. So so how can you support yourself in that? How can you add as much energy to your body as possible? How can you nurture yourself in this, let's say, transition time? So this is in terms of healthy foods, walking, if you can, get outside, exercise in whatever shape or form that you are able to. I want to say, so try to make sure you sleep, or those kinds of things, because it does require quite a lot of energy to go into some of this work here, but you're gonna be so well off for doing it. And also what this is saying, keep a positive frame of mind, because now we know this. So when you meet this, it won't come as a surprise. It might still be challenging, right? But it won't be a surprise for you. And also just know that, like you say, this too shall pass. If it's feels a little bit overwhelmed, or you feel a lack of energy or creativity and you just want to get on with some other stuff, but I promise you things will change again. Well, what can I say, but I think you know this, because life is about, ups and downs, and this doesn't have to be a down as such. It can be quite liberating thing to start to unchain yourself, to become this Houdini. And then what should you be aware of, maybe toning down a little bit, or what will not be helpful for you in this situation, just for you to be aware of. And here we have the fairylet. I'm not sure I'm saying that right, but usually this is also called temperance, and you can see this woman, and she's doing something with alchemy, and there's this balancing of forces. And when it's in this position here for you guys, I just want to say something like, if you have been balancing things in your life, I want to say, if it's led you here, then let's try and find a new formula for balance. That's what I want to say here, because she's testing out things here, and she's really trying to find that equilibrium, that sense of the sweet spot, right? But when it comes up here, it's like I want to say you're done compromising, and especially compromising your truth. So maybe balancing your idea of what is true is not what you want to do at this time here. Maybe you just want to go all in and tip the scales a little bit in order for you to sort of see where in your life you really need to pay attention in terms of what is holding you back. And then we'll find, I mean, it's like, I want you to tip the boat. I want you to dig in and then the balance, the right sense of, how can I say this? The feeling of balance that gives you, that lifts you up, that gives you energy, that makes you feel free, right? That's where we want to be. That's where we want to be. So I'm hoping some of this is making sense for you. But those were the messages that wanted to come through, and I hope it resonated with you and gave you some inspiration in terms of what you can start to direct your attention and your awareness to for your highest good over the springtime. And yeah, just to round things up here, thank you for watching, and thank you for liking and sharing. It's been a great pleasure and honor for me to do this and deliver this to you, and I will see you again soon at either the new moon or the full moon reading. So take care, and